everyone, and welcome. My name is Lenny. This is Big Girls Really Do Cry, and this is the Banish bin. What's your next one?
People who say my name wrong when I've just told them it. Fair enough if you're reading it. My name looks like, a lot of people call me Karen.
Yeah.
They see the I and they go, it must be like Karen. I'll just call her Karen. Fair enough. Okay. Really, my name should be spelled Karrin. Then people might get it right. But it's when people say, what's your name, please? I say Karen Fisher. And then they go, this way, Karen. My name's not Karen. It's Karin. So I end up all my life I've said it's like car insurance without the insurance. And then it kind of sticks in people's head. But not always.
Yeah.
That's just really relevant to me. But I suppose anyone who's got a name that gets pronounced wrong.
I would say they'd feel the same way. I think because I was Elaine, you know what I mean? I know I use Laney. When I was a kid, someone didn't know how to write my card out. So they sent me a birthday card and they called me Happy Birthday Alien. So, Happy Birthday Alien. I was like crying for a week. I was about 8. And it's like, this is an alien. And just like my mum or whoever, she was just like, they just don't know how to spell your name. I really would have asked your mum, surely, but you know.
But it just really irritates me when people can't be bothered to listen and hear how I say my name and try and copy it, and they just don't bother. Karen, please don't call me Karen. I hate it.
No, but I think sometimes it's like when you tell someone and they still repeatedly do it, you kind of think, are you just taking the piss? Because that's how it feels, you know what I mean? Your first category is things people wear.
Well, this category, seeing as though I've got a past of really bad, tragic fashion following outfits, I've had everything terrible. I can't really find anything I don't really like. And there's nothing like, oh, I hate that. Because my wife was even saying, like, Crocs, what about Crocs? And I was like, well, I've tried on a pair of Crocs and they're really quite comfortable. I'm at the age now where it's like, oh, yeah, they look terrible, but they are quite comfortable, so I couldn't really put them in because I think they're really comfortable. Yeah, getting to that age now, you know. So what I've allowed to do is my wife pick them because she buys a lot of my clothes now. I'm getting to that age, so especially socks and boxer shorts for birthday and Christmas. So Mrs. Nem has picked these 3. So first one.
Right.
Is snakeskin shoes. Yeah. And this really goes back to me in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Neil, has basically Mrs. Nem just flung all of your bad taste under the bus here. What this is.
You've got it at one.
So basically she thought, what's the worst things that Neil has ever wore? I will put all of them in.
Yep. These are pics of my tragic outfits from the past, really, rather than stuff I think
Hi, Mike.
So it was snakeskin shoes. I had a pair of loafers. I can tell you where I bought them from. Can you remember Dulce's on High Street West, lady?
Yeah.
Bought them in there. They were in the sale. I think they should have been 90 quid. I got them for 30. A lot of people would have said I've been ripped off, actually, but I got them in there and I wore them. I think I've still got them somewhere in the loft. You'll probably see them on later videos when I go through that crap. But yeah, snakeskin loafers. A lot of people used to pick out to me for wearing them, but I thought I looked brilliant. I still do. I still would wear them.
Oh, snake shoe time.
I think I might have been.
Well, there would be no surprise because I mean,
they were pulling shoes. They attracted the lovely ladies. Shoes. Of course they were.
Oh God.
Chambers on a Saturday night, snakeskin shoes, boom.
It's only because it was dark and no one could see them.
Yeah, possibly.
As soon as you went outside, they were like, I gotta go now. Sorry. Looked at your shoes, they were like, oh my God, it's one of them. Right then, so your next one
is white trousers or white jeans, usually paired up with the snakeskin shoes. But you've got to remember, back in the late 90s, white jeans were a thing. And there's one time I can remember being in Sunderland again on a night out, and it had been snowing, and it was like slushy and slippy. About 2 a.m, we were going to the taxi rank. And if the taxi rank, for anyone not from Sunderland, there's a nightclub, used to be there, called Annabelle's, and there used to be a taxi rank down the side. And walking around there, past the taxi queue, and I went my full length and slipped over in all this slush in my lovely white jeans, which would just had like a nice grey, brown, slushy stain down the side. But yeah.
like the Bee Gees. I think you're right, Patty.
Well, Kay did say...
He's definitely not a woman's man.
But yeah, that
Kay
was...
What, sorry?
But Kay did say, like, when she's in the BJs, Kay did say it was like you thought you were John Travolta out of Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
I was a better dancer, obviously. But
Obviously. I just remember if you're a woman and you wore something white, like on the top half, it became see-through with the lights in the
yes.
in the nightclubs. You know what I mean? So it was like, don't wear them. You know what I mean? But yeah. If you tell us the next thing's a white jacket.
No, it isn't a white jacket. It isn't a white jacket.
Style collar.
No. When you're doing the vote, can I just quickly nip to the little boys' room?
Yeah.
I'll leave Colin in charge. There you go.
Colin the clipboard, right? Okie dokie. So people of the chat, if you want to ban Divant, then type Divant in the chat. And any which way you can spell it, that's up to you. I'm not bothered. And if you want to type, I think you should have muted your thing though.
Sorry.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, oh my God. Sorry, I can't. Oh, jeez. Sea biscuit, is that a horse? Jeez. Anyway. Oh God. So as I was saying, anyone remember what I was saying? Yeah. Stop writing things in the chat. I muted you for a bit. I thought it was a bit late. Oh God. Everyone's going, he keeps his glue next to the sofa. And then seeing like, no, he had his bloody head singing. All right.
Sorry.
Name that tune. What, in P? Have you washed your hands, apparently?
I've watched me. I did. Did you hear you singing Happy Birthday?
No, we muted you. Yeah. We got the first bit and then we muted you.
The age of about 12, 13. So I was about 16, 17. And probably if I see anyone else in school,
Sorry.
I had the nickname Pussy.
You had the nickname Pussy?
I had the nickname Pussy.
Why?
I'm just going to leave it there.
No, you can't just leave that there.
I had the nickname Pussy.
Is it because you sound like when you go for a piss, you sound like a woman who's drank too much?
No. Everyone sounds like when they've drank too much.
Sorry. Just come out my head.
It was mainly because we were playing football and we were playing with some older kids and they were taking shots and I was like crouching out the like rather than being a soft footballer basically.
You were being what you wanted.
I was only about 12 or 13. These lads were like 16, 17, 18. And I was like bottling tackles and everything. And some of the people who were on my team, there was a film out at the time with Kid and Play, and it was called House Party. And there was a line in that was, "Do I smell pussy?" Right, what they used to use if anyone was a chicken, right? So people used to go, "Do I smell pussy?" And it's one of them things where your mates is so good a mate, it sticks with you.
Yeah.
Not like when you're 12, obviously when you're 13, it'll not last much longer, 14, 15. So much so, when people used to come and knock on the door or phone me house, they'd be put, "Is pussy in?" My mum, "Yeah, I'll just get him." And go on and just say, "No, his name's Neil." At first, "Yeah, it's Neil." Got sick of it, "Yeah, I'll just go and get him." Neil, yeah, I met anyone from school now, like, hadn't seen in years, would go, "Alright, pussy." And it was, like, if we were playing football against, like, people from not our area, they'd be like, "Pussy." Or it used to get shortened to Puss as well, like a lovely name, like what comes out or in a yellow spot. Oh, Puss. Lovely nickname to have. So people were like, "Pussy, Puss." So much so we were playing, and there was a lad who was playing on our team, and so much so he started calling us Russell, Pastor Russell. And we're like, "Why call us Russell?" "Because your name's Russ, isn't it? Russ." And I was like, yeah, that's it. So he just kept on calling us Russell. So, because I didn't want to say, "No, it's pussy," because I would have had to go through the whole explanation of why I was called pussy.
And you just did, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, food. Always a no-brainer for me, and that is people that eat mussels, the seafood mussels.
Mussels.
Yeah, and they get them on the shell, and it's like they're trying to be really romantic, and you see them all, and it's like they slurp them in. It's like no, yeah, not sexy, not romantic. You slurping a slug down, whatever it like resembles like a sludge thing in a. No.
Yeah, and they have that like hairy bit. I mean that. What is that? Is that like muscle's penis or something?
I don't.
It's weird.
And they get this little dribble that comes down. It's like, ew, no. Like, when.
You know what? I can eat them. I do eat them. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But I am put off with like. The hairy bit. Yeah.
I got a hairy bit on my muscle.
Yeah.
Like doing a Cardi B song.
Neil loves them, but he said they look like lady parts. I'm sorry, if my lady parts look like that, then I won't go to the doctors.
And if anyone made that noise near my lady parts, that'd be a definite no. No. It's just like it's supposed to be like, say, if they're going in romantic film or you're doing it, it's like the first thing as well, it's not romantic, it's other people feeding each other food, like, "Ooh, have a bit of this or whatever." And it's like, no, not nice, not romantic.
Stahl said, "French kiss song, snogging in public, and now slurping muscles. There's a theme."
I'm a Virgo. I hate kind of like juices or noises or things like that. That's another person.
That thing that people do where they go on eating channels and people actually watch people. I hate people making food noises.
Yeah,
food noises, it's not good. Shazza.
I can't stop laughing.
What's up?
You're back.
I just had to start my PC again. It was having a moment.
Right, can we see and hear Sharon?
No.
No.
You can hear you.
Can't hear me.
No, we can. I'm joking.
We can't hear you. No.
Don't ruin it. Oh, lady.
I'm on to you.
I had this whole thing planned, wind her up.
Go on, pull that face, I dare you. Get on the phone and phone someone.
Like my I've been blown vinyl face.
Yeah.
I haven't, though.
No.
So when you like think things as a kid, what was like the weirdest thing that you thought happened? So like I remember when I was a kid thinking that when you pumped, you blew like a brown bubble out your bum, like like is if you have you ever had cola? Have you ever had cola Hubba Bubba? So you know, like if you blew a bubble, it would come out. It's
Oh, I used to love Hubba Bubba.
brown. So like, and then I thought that, and then it burst, and that's what made the pump noise, and that's what I thought happened.
So you thought your ass was blowing like air bubbles?
Yeah. And then I realised when I was about 8 that wasn't actually happening.
I was very sceptical. I didn't believe stuff at all when I was a kid. I was very sceptical about everything. The only thing I was convinced about until I realised that I'd been lied to was that that I'd been found like under a bush, you know, rather than like, not that kind of bush, gooseberry bush. My mum used to say. You know when you say, where did I come from? My mum used to say, we found you under a gooseberry bush.
We probably did, Susan.
Yeah.
Under a pea bush.
They didn't want to acknowledge that they were genetically related to me. Yeah, that's probably why.
There used to be like a Borstal or something where you used to send naughty children here.
Yeah.
And, my dad used to like joke and pretend that he was phoning them if we were like being like, you know, like sort of even when we were 6. All right, I'm gonna phone them, get them to come and take you because you're not behaving, and like, you know, you can in the Borstal or whatever.
You go into the homes.
Yeah, you're going in the cottage homes. That's what it used to say. It was the cottage homes. You go in the cottage homes, and then he'd pick the phone up and go, can you come for these? And we'd go, no, Dad, we'll promise we'll be here, you know, like, and all that. And then he was still doing it, like, when us were 15. Right, I'm phoning the cottage homes. Dad, go on then, crack on. You know what I mean? It's like, it's funny.
We know you're full of shit right now.
It's not happening, Dad.
My brother convinced his son that before the Second World War, the world was black and white. That there was actually no colour in the world, and it was invented just after the Second World War. You know, when all the colour films started coming out. And my nephew James believed that until he was about 10. And then he was told it wasn't true, and he was like, "Really?" He was so convinced.
I convinced my kids I had a woman stuck in my engine. I had a noisy starter motor. I was telling them there was a woman stuck in the engine. And they're just like, how did she get in there? Why is she making that noise? I'm like, because she can't get out. She's just like turning the key, trying to start the engine.
My mum used to say that, you know, the smoke alarm, well, her smoke alarm had a light that would flash to say that it was working okay. And she used to tell the kids that was Santa listening. So
Santa
when
come,
yeah. So that would behave because Santa was listening.
The Santa that lives here must be angry because he's always going off.
I used to convince my little nieces that your belly button is a knot, because it kind of is a knot. And I used to tell them, if don't fiddle with your belly button, because if you undo that knot, your ass falls off.
Oh.
There's a little thread that goes through and it's connected to your ass. And if that comes undone, drop.
Is this the twins? The twins you've been telling this to?
Well, this was actually my sister Alison's kids, who are now in their 20s. But I'll start on the twins with that one soon.
Oh, that's naughty.
That's funny. We used to say to my brother that Superman emptied the bin, so he stayed awake. But tried to stay awake because I used to say to him that he used to come down because he would never see the bin man back then because it was like early. They used to come really early, like 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So he used to be like amazed at the bin being empty because he never seen the bin man. So we told him that Superman did it. So he stayed awake, waiting. He fell asleep on the windowsill waiting for the Superman to come and empty the bin. I asked my mum if floral curtains went down to the floor, she won't let me forget it. Because the floral that they went to the floor.
There's been good logic in that, though. I quite like that.
I like that one.
Lex convinced her 6-year-old son that the film Independence Day was based on real events. He used to wait in the bath for Mr. Matey to dance, and he didn't dance.
Oh, Mr. Matey, see, again, if you got Mr. Matey when you were a kid, you were posh. Because that's like, you got that at Christmas.
We never had Mr. Matey.
No, I never had Mr. Matey.
You had Mr. Matey.
Yeah, me.
And the cap was his like sailor hat.
His hat, yeah. And there was Mrs. Matey, the pink one, the
Yeah.
lady one.
Oh, we were posh then because we had that.
Yeah,
Was
you
there a
posh
pink one?
kids.
Was there a pink one as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a princess. She was a princess.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Jilly would pray to Jesus about to tidy our room, and when she opened her eyes and the bedroom was still a mess, she would tell Jesus off.
Oh,
Yeah, Mrs. Matey was pink.
It's Mr. Jesus' fault, Mum. He didn't do it.